going to discuss 5 things to do when you find out that you've been sued. Oh man, isn't that just the worst feeling in the world when you get just some kind of legal document and people are around you are wondering what to do and you're wondering what to do? Well, put your mind at ease. And that's actually step number 1 of this process, is to put your mind at ease, because a lawsuit is a big transition. It's a change. And all changes, all transitions are psychological. So you need to put yourself in a space, you need to make rational decisions, and you need to act in a place that is not out of impulse. Because when you make impulsive, angry, anxious decisions, then it can bear badly on your case, it can bear badly on you. That's number 1. To enter into a space where you're able to make rational decisions and you're able to consider this claim. So that's number 1. Number 2, once you've reached that space where, okay, I think I can deal with this, however long that is, you need to immediately call somebody, whether it's a lawyer or a paralegal for legal advice, but also for the emotional support, for the personal support. It's hard getting sued, and you definitely want to talk to somebody about this. And if you go to a lawyer or a paralegal, a lot of them will say something if you plan on representing yourself. And then what they're going to tell you, and I'm telling this to you through instead of them, you're going to have a fool for a client if you represent yourself. And the reason is because you can't think objectively about your own case. It's a very difficult thing to do. And you might be in a really difficult space where you can't afford a lawyer or a paralegal. And I got some great news for you. We're doing a free legal clinic through Resolve It, sponsored by Resolve It, and I'm going to be there. And I'm going to be answering your legal questions for an hour or 2. And of course, if you need legal services and you are in a position to pay for legal services, or perhaps you feel that you might be entitled to pro bono services, give us an email. resolveitcanada@protonmail.com, and we'll give you some help. And we might even do it for free. Number 3 is to consider whether the legal claim has merit or not. You may have received any number of different documents involved in a legal case, perhaps that says in big letters, cease and desist. Well, if you've gotten a letter like that, I have some good news for you. You are not getting sued, and there's not a case yet from ostensibly that's been filed against you. So that's a good thing. It's important to consider the documents you've been given. Are they legitimate? Do they seem credible? Is there a name and address there that you can actually contact? These are some things that you need to ask yourself. When you're considering the merit of a case, you also need to consider whether it has what's called jurisdiction, which is the ability of a court or a tribunal to hear your case in the first place. It might be that the person's bringing an eviction case before the Supreme Court. Well, the Supreme Court doesn't hear eviction cases. The residential tenancy branch does. It would be essential to know the jurisdiction of the case so then you can get the case dismissed, because the matter can't be heard by that court or tribunal in the first place. Step number 4, and you can do this with your lawyer or your paralegal or your Resolve It, is to make a defense and to do it point by point, to write a defense bringing. And for every fact that they have, you need to either agree with it, dispute it, or say, yeah, it's true, but I have an explanation. Or, yeah, I'm not sure, I have an explanation. To recognize the facts that are in that case and to just respond to each one. Step number 5 is to file your defense quickly. The reason for this is because there might be a timeline for you to file a defense. If you've gone past your timeline, don't panic. You can do what's called a motion to ask for more time in most types of courts and tribunals. There are some exceptions. Contact us if you think you might fit into the exceptions category. Most of the time, you're going to have, and this is for civil cases to be clear, you're going to have about 14 days to file a defense. In an eviction case in BC, this is significantly reduced. I believe it's 7 days to file an eviction defense. So you need to get your defense in ASAP. That's why, as I said, if you need a lawyer or paralegal, contact one. Contact Resolve It, Resolve It Canada, protonmail.com. And there we have a lot of free resources as well. If you're not in a position to pay, we do have free resources in the description. You can check all of those out, and we'll help you as much as we can for free. There's some limits about giving legal advice and things like that, but we'll help you as much as we can to get your own case started, to find your own sense of independence in your legal case. Like, subscribe so that you don't miss any more legal education videos, and share this video with somebody that you think needs it. Until next time, this is Sean. Stay true to yourself and keep on fighting.